What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about a couple of features from UFC Undisputed 3 that I think not only would I love to see and you guys would love to see, but I think for the general immersion of end of a fight we need in esports boxing club. Now the gameplay will be popping up on screen as we go, and the main point of these are interactions with the ref after the fight, and mainly for the losing party, of course. You know, the winner is running around celebrating, but there's a few things in the background that just add to it, and you do notice it, and it's not something that I'd want to see every single fight, like, you know, because it becomes repetitive, but just from time to time seeing these small features, I think not only would online be like funny if you're fighting your friends and some of these reactions are happening, but also in your career mode, if you were to lose, you would see your fighter kind of feeling a bit like you in some of these respects. And of course, I know that Undisputed 3 is MMA, and obviously Esports Box Club is of course boxing, but still some of these features could very well be translated. Now the first one is pure out cold, and this is no ground and pound. This tends to be a pure KO. Like, your fighter is completely out, he is confused, sitting up, doesn't know what the fuck's going on. You can see in the background the ref is looking over him, as well as your corner come over. Sometimes the ref actually calls your corner over, so you can see in the background while your fighter is celebrating, or while, you know, the winner is celebrating, the loser is in the background being looked at, tended to, and kind of the ref and the corner team are like, fuck me, this guy's out cold, like, he doesn't know what's going on. And I think sometimes when you get that, you're like, wow, I can clearly hit him with a good fucking shot, like, that boy is out cold. And I think that's one of my favourite features. It's different, obviously, because sometimes that happens with ground and pound, and of course there is no ground and pound in boxing, but I think sometimes it would be cool to see the ref kind of crouching down, looking at the fighter's eyes, where he's just sitting up because they are that out cold. And then, as well as while you're celebrating, you can see the ref calling the corner team over, calling the medics over to quickly run in and help the loser, should I say, not your fighter, help the loser. Which if I play you guys online, you guys will always be the losers. But anyways, let's move past it. To help the loser, you know, come to and make sure he recovers safely and, you know, and gets out of the ring okay. And on the kind of coattails of this being completely out cold, obviously I mentioned in the background, of course, you know, when your fighter's celebrating, you can see various things from the ref looking over you. But as well as being out cold, sometimes the fighter's not being in the fight result, because sometimes you do get it in the UFC. I mean, admittedly, in the UFC these days, the Dana will tend to say to people, listen, second the result is said, win or lose, get him out of there. But sometimes in this game, it was really cool to see the fight result not be announced with the loser there. Now, I don't think that's something they would do unless it was like a severe emergency. But still, it's still a really cool feature, something we don't see these days, and something that's really unique to UFC Undisputed. And it's just you there and the ref and your corner team, and obviously the idea you get is, okay, he was so hurt, or he was put out so bad that he's had to go backstage, or even, you know, a bit like when Kobe Covington run backstage after losing to Kamaru Usman, a bit like that. You kind of, you don't know, you kind of create your own narrative. All right, I knocked him out that bad that he couldn't even be there for the fight result, he had to get straight to the hospital, or I gave him such a beating and then put him down that he had to go straight to the hospital, straight backstage, get changed and get to safety, because he's just, brain is going to be like fucking mushy peas in his skull. So I think that those ones all kind of go hand in hand. The knocked out cold, the ref and corner team looking over you, and then obviously you not being there for the fight result if you've been hurt that badly. Now the last one, and honestly my favourite one, and I think this one translates to boxing a lot more than the others that I may have mentioned, and that is in the background while you are celebrating, or while, you know, I'm celebrating my victory, you guys or your opponent is in the background arguing with the referee. Now, I love this feature because it does happen, especially in TKO situations. There's always a fighter that says, I wasn't out, what the fuck are you doing? I was fine, even when they're not. I mean, some of the finishes you get in Undisputed 3, like a TKO, that you're really hammering them, but your fighter will still go up, I was fine, what the fuck are you doing? And that happens in modern day UFC, that happens in boxing, where fighters will be like, come on, I was okay, you know, I took a few unanswered shots, but I was okay, you know, I might have been out on my feet for a few seconds, but I was okay, kind of thing. And I think that is a feature that would be really, really cool to see, especially in career. Like, if I were to lose and it'd be like a standing TKO, I'd kind of want my fighter to like argue with the ref and be like, you know, kind of hold his ground of like, I didn't deserve to lose at that point, I deserve to be allowed to carry on fighting. And I think the standing TKOs they're putting, you know, they're being able to take a knee, things like that. I think the ability to argue with the ref, not like choose what you say, just in the background you can see your fighter, like, you know, doing all this and you know, gesturing at the ref, like, what the fuck are you playing at? I was fucking fine, don't fuck about, and, you know, stuff like that. You're a ref, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think you know, the argument with the ref is one of my favourite features in Undisputed 3, and I think it'd be a feature that would be fucking awesome to see in Esports Boxing Club. But you guys let me know if there's any features you want to see. I might make a video on maybe certain different things, but, you know, I'm on other features if you guys want to see like a part 2 of this from other games. But obviously let me know in the comments down below. But I wanted to focus this one on end of fight, you know, knockout reactions, things like that. I thought that would be pretty cool. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. Don't forget to drop it a like and subscribe. And just before we end the video, I just want to say that I was going to add the post-fight interviews from UFC Undisputed 2010, but they have been confirmed, which is awesome. You know, Lydia Desdolas, I can never pronounce her last name. You know, she obviously released on Fight Connect TV that she's in the game, and she's going to be doing something with post-fight interviews. So I didn't need to make that of something that they need, because they've got it, which is fucking awesome. So these ones are the ones that I think that I haven't been confirmed, and the ones that I think that would be really cool to see. But thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.